Ah, there you are. I was looking for you, the final Naker runner. Where did he go? Greetings, Brute, I think you were called, I can't remember. Where did that Naker runner go? Also, hello! My name is Ital, and welcome to another episode of GRIME. Today, we are cleaning up the very last remnants of what we need to do. I have, I believe, two things that must be done. First of all was finding this last Naker runner, so I could get the last fetal pearl. And then after that, we need to go and finish off the last garden walker that we missed, so we can figure out what its trait gives. There you are. Alright, I don't know how I missed this guy originally, but I remember being very confused about where he went off to. Oh, okay, he goes over here. That makes sense. There we go. Alright, that should be the last fetal pearl. I don't think we need any more. So that is good. And now we can head up here and make our way to where the giant device was. I forgot what it was. I think it's enveloping petals. Also, I just want to apologize if I sound a little quiet and I don't know, reserved, I guess. I'm tired. I'm very tired today. I've just been up for a long time, so hello, assistant. You are not who I need to see. Pretty sure I just need to go up this way. Yeah, I wanted to record anyways, so hopefully it doesn't turn out too bad. Alright, let's deal with you. Ooh. Okay, I think I need to go up here. Question is, how do I get up there? I don't quite recall. I think I have to jump from this side. Just like this. There we go. Okay. Pull this over. And pull that over. And we gotta make sure we absorb this guy. He should be right over here. Hello. Alright. He should be absorbable now. Ow. Now we just gotta wait. And there we go. Ta-da! Prey hunt complete. So hopefully my game volume sounds okay. It seems really quiet for me, but that might just be my headphones. Alright, what does this do? Pulling an enemy deals absorb damage and drains breath. Interesting. What does that mean, absorb damage? Does that mean that pulling counts for, like, any trait that would be triggered on an absorb? I don't really know. Huh. Well, that is very, very neat. Maybe we can mess with that at some point. Speaking of messing with that, that I do believe is the last thing we need to do. I went through and double-checked that I had every weapon and every armor piece, and I'm pretty positive that we have everything that is currently obtainable. So, the question now is, what build do we want to do for New Game Plus? I know previously I mentioned I wanted to do a Wisp build. However, my one thing with that is that most of the Wisp weapons are resonance, and the Shaper, being the one that I am more interested in, is just Dex resonance again, and I don't want to do that again. I mean, technically there's no reason not to, and I'm probably going to be able to get more than enough Motley Pearls to respec multiple times, but I don't know how often I want to do that, so I'm not sure. I can't remember if there were any other Wisp lantern, or not lanterns, Wisp weapons besides the Tooth Hammer here, so we could do Strength Resonance instead, which wouldn't hurt. But I'm not really sure what I want to do, to be honest. We could also use the Coda Scythe Sword or something like that. I kind of want to stay away from the glaives just because I've used them a lot in the past. The Tooth Fists could be fun. I don't really want to use the Raw Blade. I know that weapon's a little boring. Could do the Prying Sickles. That one could be fun. I also haven't used any of the bow weapons before. So this one does single empowered piercing dart. This one loads all the darts to be unleashed rapidly. And this one does a backstep as well as a flurry. Interesting. This one's every 2 hits. Okay, wait, hold on. These all have different speeds. Let's see these real quick. We are very much in, like, the testing phase right now, so... Alright, wow, that is very slow. That uses, like, no force, though. Alright, what about these ones? Let's wait for our force to regenerate. Oh. That's not bad. That also uses, like, no force, which is crazy. Alright, what about these ones? Okay, so that's the really fast one. Interesting. Yeah, because I am very curious about these. I've never used them before, so that could be very neat. What else? Okay, just out of curiosity, what is the moveset on this thing? Oh, this is basically the finger blade, huh? That is very slow. I don't really like that. What about the Prying Sickles? What are these like? Oh, whoa. Why does it have no audio? What is that about? That's weird. Huh. Ooh. How much damage did... Oh, that does a lot of damage. Yikes. A very risky weapon, it seems. Turbile Fists? That's not bad. I don't know how that works, the special. Oh, okay, so I need to build up Turbile to use that, I see. What about the Searing Sickle? Oh god, that is so slow. No thank you. Bone Grinder, perhaps? It's kind of an interesting little jab moveset. Yeah, it sucks, because a lot of these you need to actually hit stuff to get, like, a proper test. I know there was also the Face Slasher that I was interested in, but that's also Dex Resonance, and again, I don't want to do that twice in a row. I want to change things up a little bit. Honestly, I might go with one of the bow weapons. The question is, which one am I most interested in? See, I like the base moveset of the bow axes the best, I think, but the special attack seems a little boring to me. One single empowered dart. I mean, it's not bad, and that piercing might be useful, but I don't know. Also, the description changes, and this one says used as short-range projectiles, this one says long-range projectiles, and that one also says short-range. Interesting. This one, the bow nails are probably the strongest, just based off of what I'm reading, but I'm not entirely sure. Actually, I don't know, maybe the bow axes are stronger. Yeah, let's go with the bow axes, why not? Alright, what do we want to put in our second hand, though? Or our second slot? Probably not the attuning lantern, or any of the lanterns for that matter. Looks like we're going to be doing a strength dex sort of quality build. Oh, actually more strength. Interesting. Okay, so I might want to reallocate my stats before I think too hard about this. There's also armor to consider as well. This buffs the apprentice. 2 more damage on critical condition. Probably not going to do that, because that is scary. Are there any other strength dex weapons? Or weapons, armor? Well, that's strength, dex, and resonance. What does piercer do? I can't remember. Ah, well, that is very good. Although I think that might be a little much. Getting, like, full force back every time you pull. I mean, 70% is more than enough. There's also sets like this. Deal 25% more damage on at full HP. That's certainly not bad. Although that would be more for like a healing build, I do suppose. We could do a more survivability type set if we wanted. We could also go full strength, because this does scale much more with strength than dex. So that could be a possibility, and I mean, Tongue Brew is very powerful, right? All damage by done after pulling, yeah, that is very good. Strength and health, that's pure health. Strength, or dex and resonance, heal for 2.5% of attack damage, that's not bad. Force and health, health and strength. Rockhead, which I believe is health, yeah, so if we want to go all in on health, that would be a good set. Gain additional ardor, dex and force, or not dex and force, health and force, resonance and health, resonance and dex, and then these are all, what does the servant do? He's healing power of breath. You know, I could kind of do a double sort of thingamajig here and do an ardor build and just kind of go all in on that. Because I've never done one of those before, which I'm pretty sure I've mentioned in the past. So honestly, that might not be a bad idea. What does this set look like? Ooh, it looks not great. But we'll leave it for now. Alright, do any weapons scale off of ardor is my question. I don't think so. Also, I'm realizing that most of this episode is just gonna be figuring out what we want to do for New Game Plus. Honestly, I should have figured out most of this stuff, just on my own. That would have probably been, a little bit better. But it's too late now. So, it is what it is. Anything ardor related? I'm not seeing anything. Maker lightning, which is interesting. Yeah, no, I'm not seeing anything. Oh. Okay. Well, what do we want to put in the offhand? I don't know. I'd put like the Carven Greatsword or something. do something simple. Here, just for now, I'll do that. Do either of these have a dex requirement? This one has a requirement of 3. Okay. Oh wow, I am so pink. It's pretty funny. Alright, so grow. Let's remake 5 Motley Pearls. Let's bring this back up to 20 each. I have so many levels. Alright, there we go. So I need at least 3 dexterity. And I need to pump a ton of strength. Let's go like 30, why not? And then I'll pump the rest of the dex. That should be good enough. Let me re-equip my weapons to check out their damage. So, bow, axes. Right, that was the one? I think so, yes. And then carven greatsword. Where did it go? Oh, it like went in my offhand for some reason. That was weird. Or my primary hand, I should say. This does 35, and that does 63. Interesting. Okay, honestly, probably should have saved some mass so I could upgrade my weapons. That was a bit of a misplay. Oh well. Let's upgrade the bow axes as much as we can. +4. Not quite enough for +5. Okay. So, traits. This one we can refund. That just gave us 15 hunt points. Dear lord. I'll keep the frail arm, we'll keep the crawler, we'll keep the frantic, the vases. Let's get rid of skewer. We'll keep clawhound, we'll keep fledgling Ur, we'll keep leaper, we'll keep root walker. We'll keep piercer and tongue brute. Okay, so ardor. Where are our ardor dudes? Here we go. This is our first one. Damage done is increased by 35, 45, 50%, while at or above 60, 80, 100%. So at being at 100% ardor, we're just getting a flat 50% damage boost. That is amazing. Okay, more damage with reflected projectiles, some health, sort of parry duration. Increased ardor gained from all sources by 1 and by 2. Very nice. So prey deals more damage. Air destroyed, not by absorb. Breath beyond maximum capacity. Vessel lifts. Absorb. Destroying your previous vessel will now return all lost ardor. Let's do that. Force regeneration never pauses. Healing down by breath. 2 healing shards and taking damage. And it deals absorb damage and drains a bit of breath. Protected segments are dealt damage. Oh. By pulling an exposed enemy, deals absorb damage to it and drains a bit of breath. Protected segments are dealt damage. Minor benefits from resonance. Interesting. Huh. That is a complicated ability. I'm not quite sure what I want to do here. You know what, let's do this just for quality of life purposes, because we don't really have anything particular we're going for. Honestly, I might just go all in on, like, the damage traits, I guess. Honestly, I kind of want to level this up, just because. I'm kind of curious about it. Yeah, and alright, well, we'll wait until we get another hunt point so we can level that up, because I'm honestly really curious about that. I'm wondering if we can absorb our own arrows. I kind of doubt it, but I'm not sure. Here, hold on, let's go find an enemy real quick. Is there anybody over here that we can use? Yes. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there's an arrow. Oh, did I shoot it? Oh, there it is. Oh, well, he's dead. Okay, there's another guy up there. So I believe it said I need to build up 3 to get a thing. How do I... Wow, that is weird. Do I always have to fully pull it back? Wow, that did 200 damage. That is a lot of damage. So, how... I mean, it says a quick press, but it wasn't really doing anything. Maybe I was just pressing it wrong? Which is certainly a possibility. I don't know where the enemies are around here. Hello, enemies? I need test subjects. Where are they? Probably not here. Hold on, let's go back. Oh, you know what's a good idea? We can actually use the Prey Gauntlet now. And we can just fight anybody. Okay. Well, we could use one of these guys as a test dummy. Let's use the Grieving Rock Giant, because I want revenge for the pain that he put me through earlier on. Ow, there's someone shooting at me. Okay, so it says quick press, but am I... Oh, okay, that was not good. Man, I should not be getting destroyed like this. Hold on. Oh, okay. Nice. Very nice. I'm just trying to test something. Why is there an enemy in the Prey Gauntlet? That jerk keeps throwing stuff at me, even from afar. But let's deal with him first. Alright, throw your crap at me. Alright, there we go. Okay. Ow. Okay, so I have an arrow. Quick press. Oh, I see. Ouch. So it still has a pretty lengthy animation regardless, huh? Interesting. So it seems like you really gotta, like, plan that stuff out. Uh-oh. Would you not? I could probably... Ow. I mean, the damage seems pretty decent. Oh, wow, that is... Yeah, that is a really long wind-up, though. That is going to take some getting used to, for sure. Here, let's... I already missed my resonance traits. Ow. Man, this guy is a jerk. Even with a much stronger build, he is still destroying me. I don't have any mass items, do I? I was wondering about that earlier. Okay, no, I don't. Okay, here, let's try this one more time, just to see. Yeah, that... I don't really like how slow that is, to be honest. I forgot to kill the other dude. Hopefully he doesn't throw stuff at me. Uh-oh. Yeah, it seems like you can build up quite a few darts. Also, wow, those rocks are hitting like a truck. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure when the greatest time to use these is. Uh-oh. Man, I am not playing well today, it seems. Let's do that. Throw that at him. At least I can still get force out of dashing. And pop. Oh my god, 487. That is crazy. Give me time. Uh-oh. Okay, let's shoot one. Oh, he almost got me there. That would have been bad. And pew. And pew. Dead. Yeah, definitely gonna take some getting used to, but it seems pretty strong. the actual arrows are doing quite a bit of damage, so very nice. Alright, so there's also the Carving Greatsword, which I didn't test at all. This thing is incredibly slow, though. I kind of just threw this on just to have something. I think a more strength-oriented weapon would probably be a little bit better. I don't know what, though. You know what? We could actually use the Motley Swords, because their special attack, gives more breath when you absorb. At least I think that's what it does, right? Yeah. Applies prime to prey, significantly increasing the amount of breath that can be gained from them. So just kind of as like a offhand, like, secondary thing, like if I ever, like, need to heal, I can just use these and, like, swap to those and then heal off of it, I guess. So that might not be a bad idea. At least for now. But yeah, there's only one thing left to do. And that is to finally press the button and shift realities. Continue with your current character into a new altered reality. You will not be able to return to this reality. Are you sure? Yes. What a landing. We didn't mess it up this time. How nice. However, before we continue, I think now is a good time to end the episode. I'm sorry, but I have been recording for nearly half an hour at this point, so it is only sensible. Also, yeah, we can actually see where all the bosses are and that they are unbeaten now. But next episode, we will continue on and see what changes New Game Plus has to offer. And with that, I thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, perhaps leave a like, maybe subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Farewell for now.